So I've been using the Ovou card for a little over a year now. In fact, it was actually one of the first videos that I did on the channel. Then of course you're going to see the Ovou card itself. So the design is going to be one of those main appeals for the Ovou card. I mean, even if it was just your typical everyday business card with your name on one side and your info on the other, this one would still stand out because of the finish with a minimal yet distinct design. Their Smart Business Card did and still does help you stand out and make more meaningful connections, which is really important when you're networking. So I was planning on doing this sort of 1 year later review on the Ovou card, and then Ovou launched this massive new update that pretty much levels up every aspect of the card. I of course want to take a second to say thank you to Ovou for sponsoring this video. Again, it doesn't impact any of the nature of the reviews that I do on the channel, but I do generally love this card and I love to cover the new features. And of course, if you're thinking about picking up the Ovou card, remember to use my coupon VittorTech at checkout to save yourself 10%. Just like what you'd expect from looking at their website, their packaging is this sophisticated, really clean and modern look. Not only is it really premium looking, but it also has magnets built into it. And a year after getting this thing, I finally now realized that it can be repurposed as a stand for your desk. So to give you guys a quick update on what Ovou card does. So this is it right here. This is a matte black finish with a custom silver foil that I've designed for my business. On the back, if we flip it over, you can see the Ovou branding as well as a QR code that people can scan to access your custom landing page with all your info. But what makes this thing even cooler is that I can take this and tap my phone on it, and immediately using an NFC chip, it's going to direct me to that website. And of course, that tapping feature is going to work with any phone with NFC enabled, which is pretty much anything dating back to the iPhone 6 or I believe the Nexus S, if anybody has that still kicking around. Of course, for those who don't have that NFC chip, the QR code will work just as fine to scan with your camera and then open the landing page. So this landing page you can see here is where contacts can save your info to their contacts with just a tap. And by the way, it also adds a note into that contact card telling you when you connected with that person, which I find a really nice touch. You can also exchange contact info, which is going to send that person an email with your details and send you an email with theirs. Of course, you also have the option to show a lot more info about yourself, including about and contact details. But now that you're up to speed, let's get into everything that's new. So on the left, you can see you've got the old Ovou card from when I filmed a year ago, showing a similar card, contact buttons, about, and then your contact info. Then on the right, already you can tell Ovou's been doing some refinements with a much more modern look. They've changed the word connect to exchange for a more clear CTA. You've got headers for everything now, much more toned down black details, overall looking a lot more modern and a lot more fresh. As we scroll down, you've got brighter, more prominent social network buttons, all around a more engaging and refined experience. Let's dive into the admin section to see what else is new. So now you can see by tapping Edit Card, you've got a bunch of options to change your profile design. So not only do you have that black and orange option that you already saw, but for example, we have this blue option. That of course is going to change the card color and the card background. And you can see all of the different options here. Next, we've got the new social networking links, and here you can see they're much more prominent in color, but you've also got a lot more options now that pop up from the drop-downs. And that's going to include Calendly, WhatsApp, Venmo, and PayPal, and a bunch of others. Each of these, of course, is going to have their own custom icon, so you don't have to worry about uploading an image to attach to it. We now also have the option to add custom links along with a title and a thumbnail. I don't really think people are going to notice immediately how impactful that feature is. So say you're a realtor and you want to direct people to a site where they can see your feature sheet that they can download a PDF of that listing. Or say you want to link to an actual landing page for that address. You're now giving people this kind of ahead of the curve way to view everything they need digitally along with your contact info all in one place. So you could do PDFs, photo galleries, song downloads if you're an artist. Really, the possibilities here are endless for what you can put in there that you can link to. And again, that ability to add a custom thumbnail to it is a really, really nice touch. Then we have a new video option where you can upload from YouTube or Vimeo, which you know I am the most excited about of all. Here is an example. I've got my Ovou walkthrough listed on my Ovou card page. And you've of course also got the option to add a description if you want to add more context for what that video is. So for contact info, they've now added the option for an extension if you don't have a direct line. They've also got an option for fax if people still use that. Now going back to that admin dashboard, you can see you've also got a bunch of stats at the bottom, which is really great peace of mind if you are someone who's into networking. But then scrolling all the way back up to the top, you've got this new connections button. This one acts sort of like a CRM in a way where it holds all of the info of people you've exchanged contact info with. It's a really great feature if you want to keep track of everybody you've connected with through the Ovou card all in one place. Now this is starting to get into really advanced territory because now you've sort of got this like CRM built into your Ovou card where it can hold all of your contacts that you've connected with in one place. But it's really helpful versus just throwing them all into contacts if you want to keep it separate from your contact list. Now I know I've promoted the Ovou card as a networking card, but as it gets more advanced, I'm starting to look at it more like this central hub for communication. Even without the card, you're getting so much value there. With the addition of adding all these custom links and videos and contact info and a nice header, it's starting to compete with things like Linktree, where you consolidate all of your info in one online digital presence. And on that note, you've now got a bunch of different ways how you can share your Ovou landing page. So let's assume you don't have your physical card on you. Now you have the option that you can share a link to your Ovou landing page, which is the obvious one. Next, we've got a QR code that you could just pull up on your phone or screenshot and send to people for convenient access, which means you really don't even need the Ovou card to help connect with people. Next, we've got these new virtual backgrounds, which I think is so timely and so important for people who are making a lot of calls. Simply choose one of their predefined backgrounds, and then it'll send you an email with that photo that you can add into your virtual background on Zoom or whatever video chat software you're using, and it'll just add all of your details into the background. Then of course we've got email signature, which I think is the coolest one because it can generate sort of this virtual Ovou card that it'll drop into your signature. That's the one I'm most excited about because it takes your email to looking like this really sophisticated experience, which is really what you're looking for at the end of the day if you're purchasing the Ovou card at all. What started as just a business card that you could buy now feels like I'm buying this full website for my brand. And on top of that, this lead generating platform that can hold all of the contacts that I'm finding. With these advanced peace of mind features like a digital QR code and virtual backgrounds and an email signature, custom links, and this built-in database, this is now your complete online presence. So if you guys want to save 10% off of the Ovou card, use coupon code VittorTech at checkout to do so. Of course, I'll leave a link in the description down below so that you can purchase that. While you're down there, let me know which of these new features that you like the most. Leave your vote in the comments right now. As always, remember to hit that like button because it tells YouTube that videos like this don't suck, and hit the subscribe button to see more videos like this from me. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.